Welcome to Smokey's Grind Files. I'm your boy Journalist, and on this one, we are here to check out some ocean wisdom. I don't know if it should be like our UK rap files, grind files. I don't know really put bro, but we're gonna put him here today because bro got a new one, and this is what we're gonna do. So thank you guys very much for joining me. If you could please hit that like, subscribe, Patreon's in the description. And yeah, let's get into it. Actually, we're gonna put him in the UK rap files because I don't think he's ridiculous. Like he has a few grind tunes, but I consider him more a UK rapper. So we're gonna put him in the UK rap files. Now let's get into it.
Yeah, settle down, boy. I have to settle down a bit. Rein it in, dial it in. Settle down, boy. We tired of it. He ain't the king, not while I exist. Settle down, boy. I have to settle down a bit.
Yeah.
Rein it in,
Facts.
dial it in. Settle down, boy. We tired of it. He ain't the king, not while I exist.
Facts.
Rule this land with an iron fist. He not the goal cause I exist. I
Okay.
occupy this space and time. In front of my soul, my eyelids flick. My
Yeah.
only enemy here is time. I'll beef the clock, who trying to tick? In
Yeah.
this sim, the skin, my character in OP is shit. That's big quiz maxed out to the brim. Just flying through nothing, doing nothing but winning. My nigga, man, some of me, one or two things. Rub my hands, conjure a king. That's me, I'm him. Life tried to test me and I grin.
With how he's talking, this line doesn't. Hold on, I gotta read it again.
Rub my hands, it's maxed out to the brim. Tick. In this sim, the skin, my character
To skin my character in OP
in
shit.
OP is shit.
That's Big Wiz, maxed out to the brim. Okay.
That's big.
That's now is his whiz like I'm taking the piss all the way, like I'm filling it up to the brim, or like whiz like whiz? It's not a Wiz Khalifa bar.
Wiz maxed out to the brim,
Just floating through nothing, doing nothing but winning.
just flying through nothing, doing nothing but winning.
My nigga might summon me one or two things.
Man, some of me, one or two things. Rub my hand.
Rub my hands, conjure a king. They might summon me one or two things. Rub my hands, might conjure a king. It doesn't work for how he's saying everything else prior. There are no kings man can conjure. He is king because while I exist, none of the shit you niggas is doing is anything. There are no kings. This is where niggas got gassed over the whole thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm gassed over the whole thing. But my thing is actually I care about the granular level of how a bar works. So by extension, it works all the way to here, and then it doesn't. It sounds really good to the ear. It sounds provocative, but it doesn't actually make sense. Unless if you could re-explain it to me, and I've just like missed the continuity of why it would work, but how I see it, it doesn't work because I exist, so no king can exist. So rub my hands, conjure a king. Now if he said rub my hands, conjure me king, then okay, that would work. That would really drive home the emphasis of I exist. Like, nigga, I exist, so I'm king. But like, what king shall I summon while I am the god demon of earth? The fuck are you talking about? Nobody's fucking doing shit while I'm outside.
Wiz maxed out to the brim, just flying through nothing, doing nothing but winning. My nigga, man, some of me, one or two things. Rub my hands, conjure a king. That's me, I'm him. Life tried to test me and I grin. Only thing a man fear is a black hole, not a pussy or trying to ting. An ex-human, are you mad? The only man I respect, my dad.
Nah, fuck off, mate. What has this nigga been eating? He's been eating entire grown men. That can't be actual Ocean's actual arm blood. Ocean, if you've watched any of my reactions, bro, I apologize. If that's that nigga real arm, I apologize if you taking offense at anything. That nigga's swole. Why this nigga so hinch? What has he been doing?
Respect my dad. The only man that I fear myself, cause I'm a different level of bad. I hit the belly and got me a bag. That's the only reason I ain't locking a can. That's the only reason you ain't locking a van. That's the only reason I ain't torturing man. I contemplate me a violent action on any man, enforcing taxing on any man with hats and bats and badges and bias. The niggas with cats in. This trap ain't just got cats in. Jay got jakes and snakes and rats in. Why am I gonna abide by the rules of the club when you inbreds don't let blacks in? I've had enough of these Anglo-Saxons, man. I can quick and attack them, not with a long sword, but with a Mac pen. Chill, cool. With a brick or back then, I was just patting man down and taking that black breed, probably slap them. Probably rub that face on the curb with the back of my hand on the head. But bad man, you ain't never done that, instead of just stamping. Car if you do is a strawberry jam thing. I'm on a whiz, hand on the head. But bad man, you ain't never.
Instead of just stamping. Is that just his particular way for him to say instead of? Instead, Yeah, so you just dropped the I and the N off of it and added an A. Okay.
Done that instead of just stamping. Car if you do is a strawberry jam thing. I'm on a whiz ting, not on a gang ting. I got an inkling, call it a hankering. Last time that I saw them, man, it was in Amsterdam. He got slapped by that.
Fuck. Now context for the bar again. I forgot who I was listening to. It's Ocean Wisdom.
My character in OP is shit.
That's Big Wiz maxed out to the brim. So he's talking about himself in this line. That's what he means. Big Wiz is himself, not a piss. Okay.
Man down and taking that blackberry, probably slapped them. Probably rubbed that face on the curb with the back of my hand on the head. But bad men, you ain't never done that. Instead of just stamping. Car if you do is a strawberry jam thing. I'm on a whiz ting, not on a gang ting. I got an inkling, call it a hankering. Last time that I saw them, man, it was in Amsterdam. He got slapped by damn Kring.
Now, this makes me think the King line and everything over the entire song and the visuals. Is this a conceptual record where he is talking about being a conquering king or an invading party to an Anglo-Saxon type land? Is that what he is talking about? Or what man did he see last time in Amsterdam that got slapped by Dampkring? Let me know in the comments, please. I would love to fucking find out. I love messy shit like that.
We can't make up, we don't do pampering. Man must have thought that nigga was bantering till a man had a man running and scampering. My screws too loose for the tampering round. Wait till man had a man running and scampering. My screws too loose for the tampering round. Wait too tightly for that magic. The success is my only anchoring. Regulator, hella flavor, hella stranger. I'm the OG permeator. It blows my mind, these online bad man procrastinators. You ain't winning if you ain't got haters. Like I ain't living on 3 acres. Like I didn't see them man pull up as archers and leave as skaters. Like I didn't just make me £1 million from the bars that.
Like I didn't see them man pull up as archers and leave as skaters. Man showed up with the ting and ran off like a bitch.
I put on these bitches, pull up as archers and leave as skaters. Like I didn't just make me £1 million from the bars that I put on these bitches. New money but had it for ages. That news funny, we were going through phases. But the face that I'm going through right now, getting these papers, I'm a jawbreaker, a lawbreaker, fornicator, a grade alleviator, a jaw taker. Down, boy, circle down a bit. Raining.
Down, boy. Got it. Hey, yeah, king. Realizes. Down, boy. Never settle down a bit. Landed it. Dialed it. Down, boy. Got it. He ain't the king. No, realizes. Hey, my brother. This is hard. I give it a full of 9. I give it a full 9 because I'm gonna want to listen to this again. It is a good song, but he did a really he is taking traditional hip hop structures, putting them on top of beats that people are probably gonna consider to be like quite drilly or quite trappy or like UK like wavy adjacent style production, but not what you would expect from my man if he was still like on High Focus and shit like that. So to see him take those structures from hip hop, where this is like what a 64 bar verse, 16 bar hook, but it's repeated twice. Beautiful. This is still just traditional hip hop, just with a modernized soundscape, and I love seeing that and how he's doing it. Especially like currently as I'm working back in hip hop, but like traditional hip hop, because the only time I'll do traditional hip hop is if a nigga's cold. If a nigga cold, I'll do it. Otherwise, nigga, you niggas just want to sound like you still in the basement back in the day. Like that shit trash. But if you make some good shit that make a nigga want to go get in a baggie, I got some shit coming. Y'all niggas gonna be surprised. That said, though, this is a 9 of a record. Shout out Ocean. I don't know what this is supposed to be attached to. I love this whole I Exist concept. This shit is hard. This was a really good record. The only line that I can't get behind unless the song is supposed to be fully conceptual and he's like an invading force is the rub my hands and conjure a king. Like that's the only line that does not make sense. Actually, if you really just pay attention, if you don't get the cachet of like, oh, it's a nigga I like. It don't make no sense. What king shall I conjure if I exist? He ain't the king. I exist. What we saying here? Besides that, Fucking love the song. Thank you guys for joining me. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please hit that like, subscribe, Patreon's in the description. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out of here.